we plan to discuss trade union. Trade union meaning, definition, how function, recognition. ଏସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ତମର ସିଲାବସରେ ଅଛି. We'll discuss that. Trade union କହିଲେ you are getting something. ତମ ମନ ଭିତରେ କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ଆଇଡିଆ ଆସୁଛି what is trade union. ତମେ ଦେଖିଥିବ, you must have seen movies. ୟୁନିୟନ ଥାଏ ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟିଜ୍ ମାନଙ୍କର, ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟର ମାନଙ୍କର ଅର୍ଗାନାଇଜେସନରେ. ହିରୋ ସଡନଲି ରିପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ କରିଥିବ ଗୋଟେ ମୁଭିରେ. ଅନେକ ମୁଭି ଅଛି, ନାଁ ମନେ ପଡୁନି. ବଟ୍ ୟୁ ନୋ ହାଉ heroes they represent trade union and get the things done through union. आगे हमें डेफिनेशन पढ़ीदबा, then we'll discuss few examples. What are the functions of trade unions, what they does, then we'll understand better. मझे मझे जो देखुच माने बंद स्ट्राइक होची, they are big trade union, they are organizing, they are calling the strike. So those are one example of trade union. Trade Union Act 1926. This you remember. 1926 is the Trade Union Act. According to the Act, what is the definition? This paragraph is the definition what is given in Trade Union Act 1926. Any combination, whether temporary or permanent, formed primarily for the purpose of regulating the relations between workers and employers, workers and workers means within the worker, within the employees, or employers and employers, within the employers. Any combination, whether temporary or permanent, formed primarily for the purpose of regulating the relations between the relations, is talking the relations between workers and employers, workers and workers, and employers and employers. This is also an organization as per the definition. Formed for the purpose of this. Workers manangar katha bujha lagi, employers manangar katha bujha lagi. Workers employee kara relations se ja dispute hoji tanka katha bujha lagi. For this purpose it is formed. Trade union is an organization, organized movement, also called organized labor. That means it is an organization, it is organized with proper registration, proper structure. That is what is called organized labor. Originated in the 19th century in Great Britain, continental Europe, and United States. It started from this country, Britain, Europe, and America. In many countries, trade unionism is synonymous with the term labor movement. Labor movement अनेक country माने labor movement को trade union भलिया कुहा जाए. But authorized trade union means it's an organization, it's registered under Trade Union Act, and there are a lot of rules and regulations written in the act. Trade union is an organization made up of members, a membership-based organization. It has the valid registration and members. That's why it's called membership-based organization. And its membership must be made up mainly of workers. One of the trade unions' main aim is to protect and advance the interest of members. Members किया ଅଛନ୍ତି ଯେଉଁମାନେ trade union ରେ join କରିଛନ୍ତି. Who are the members? Primarily the workers. And it says it protect and advance the interest of the members. ଯେଉଁମାନେ ୱାର୍କର୍ସ ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ ଫ୍ୟାସିଲିଟି ଦେବା, ତାଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ ବୁଝିବା, ତାଙ୍କ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ବୁଝିବା. ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦ ଫଙ୍କସନ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଟ୍ରେଡ୍ ୟୁନିୟନ୍. ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ବୁଝିବା ମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର ଫାଇନାନ୍ସିଆଲ, ସୋସିଆଲ ଆସ୍ପେକ୍ଟ, ତାଙ୍କର ବିହେଭିୟରାଲ ଆସ୍ପେକ୍ଟ, ଏଭ୍ରିଥିଙ୍ଗ. Most trade unions are independent of any employer. However, trade unions try to develop close working relationship with employers. This can be sometimes take the form of partnership agreement between the employer and the trade union, which identifies their common interest and objectives. ଆମେ ଆଗକୁ ପଢିବା recognition of how employer is involved in trade union. ଅନେକ ଜାଗାରେ ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟର ମାନେ ଟ୍ରେଡ୍ ୟୁନିୟନ ସହିତ ସମ୍ପୃକ୍ତ ଥାନ୍ତି. ଅନେକ ଜାଗାରେ they are not related. That means it's not a valid trade union. Suppose you have a union, so you are working for either one company or a common multiple company. That means that company employer, the managers are with you. There should be formal agreement between trade union and the company employer. That is what it is written. The main meaning is it is an organization which protects and promotes the employees of that organization. Again, in the second slide, same meaning is given. An organized association of workers in a trade group of trades or profession. That means any organization. In a trade, it's created for a business house, in a company, or in a large group to address their concern. Organization formed by workers from related fields that work for a common interest of members. They help issues like fairness of payment, good working environment, hours of working, different benefits. These are the issues or concerns raised by the member, or the trade union fight for that. Fairness of payment means ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ equally payment structure ମିଳୁଛି କି ନାହିଁ. ଯଦି market rate ରେ 500 or 1000 rupees per day, you are giving 800 rupees per day. That means you are discriminating, you are exploiting the people, you are not giving the market rate. So who will fight for that? The union, the trade union. That is fairness of payment. Good working environment. If you are not providing good working environment, if people are working but they don't have the proper drinking water, they don't have a place to eat, they don't have a place to rest. So that means good working condition, good working environment, that union has to fight for that, ask for the management and get the things done. Hours of working. Working hour କେତେବେଳେ ଆସିବେ କେତେବେଳେ ଯିବେ. Suppose daily 8 hours କାମ କରିବା କଥା. But the employer is asking to work 9 hours to 10 hours. That means you are working extra in the same money. So the union has to negotiate and work for you to validate their concern or to fight for that issue, whatever your working hours will be the standard. Whatever working hours globally followed. Otherwise, your employer will exploit benefits. Benefits means it could be any benefits. તમે salary પાઉଛ, તમે financial gain અલગા પાઉଛ, leave પાઉଛ, and તમારા insurance ଅଛି. There could be many benefits along with your employment. So those benefits, there are many issues arising that due to that those things, your payment things, environment things, working hours benefits. Due to these issues, there are many concern differences may happen between you and the employer. So you can take this to the union owner, trade union, and they can fight for that. So these are the example. So later slide will understand the benefits or understand the features or the scope of trade union or the functions, roles and responsibility of trade union, where these are written in detail. One union is formed because of this kind of issues. Suppose ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକ କାମ କରୁ କରୁ ତାର ଆକ୍ସିଡେଣ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲା କିମ୍ବା ତାର ଗୋଡ଼ ଭାଙ୍ଗିଗଲା, ହାତ ଭାଙ୍ଗିଗଲା, who will help? Who will fight for that person? If you don't have trade union, if you don't have the required team members fighting for that. So that is one main concern and main help from the trade union. Here in this slide, you understood few example. So in the next slide, we'll see the functions, roles, and responsibility of trade union. Broadly, it has 4 categories. Functions for members. Members means whoever are the registered member of the union. Primarily, they are workers, they are employee. Then members for the organization. The same organization. What it does for the union. And there are some activities for the union itself. That is in the third point, union activity. And society. If the union is doing anything for the society, for the area, but the colony, for the society primarily. So these are the 4 different category of trade union roles, functions, responsibility. So for members, what is given in the members? Safeguard the workers' right and privilege the management. So it is protecting the members. If the member has some problem, sometimes like I was giving the example, if someone is meeting with an accident or is sick, one person lost his hand or leg, he cannot work, he should get the compensation. So instead of he personally fighting, the union is representing his case to the management, to the government. So he will get his compensation, whatever loss he has incurred. So that is one function, safeguard and promote. Suppose one person is working, how he can learn the work, how can get the required training. So what are the training requirement one employee or the employee class has, that union is representing. Union can also promote and protecting the interest, that is a safeguard, ensuring a healthy environment, that is the working environment, the culture or the place where the employees are working. That environment should be healthy and strong to help the workers financially in time of emergency. Suppose one person is in a trouble or a person needs some loans. So union is helping. So union has proper office. An employee can go and ask. Suppose ମୁଁ କାମ କରୁଛି ଗୋଟେ କମ୍ପାନୀରେ ମୋର ଆଜି ପଇସା ଦରକାର ଲୋନ୍ ଦରକାର. So to whom I ask? I can ask and check the union. What is the process to apply the loan? The company ମୋତେ ମୋର ଯାହା ସବୁ PF ରଖିଛି ମୁଁ କିଛି ଲୋନ୍ ନେଇପାରିବି. ମୋତେ ୟୁନିୟନ ହେଲ୍ପ କରିବ. ମୁଁ ଆପ୍ଲାଏ କରିବି ପଇସା ଆଣିବି. ଯଦି ସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ, then also union can fight for that. That is what we discussed. So those are the membership function. Anything due to members. And there are some functions for the organization. To convince management to act as a motivator, to act as a bridge between the worker and the management. So how trade union is helping or working for the organization. Organization means whatever the organization, the trade union is created. So all these issues from the employers, ultimately the union is taking it to the organization. And the union activities. There are some activities union does for its own. If the union is existing, it has many activities, like how it will survive, to create a fund, to collect a fund, and to have one culture. Because I told you that union itself is an organization, is a company. So it's helping the employees of organization, whoever working in that organization, their financial need, their cultural need, their social need, everything is addressed by the trade union. So how the organization is helping all these things, that is one major function, major responsibility of the trade union. And the society, wherever the trade union is existing, so it does some work for the society. What kind of work? Suppose your organization is one colony, that society is highly polluted or not clean. So union is thinking to clean that colony or do some plantation which will reduce the pollution level, plus in global level, in state level, and in that society. So these are the society activities, to be role model of society in terms of social work. It could be anything. Suppose some employee doing or educating the rural people or the people who are not educated, they're giving some training, some basic training in the society, how they can operate mobile phone, for example. Suppose in that organization, 10 people came to front and they said, we can give a training, we can give a education to 100 people in this year who doesn't know how to operate a mobile phone. So that is one social activity. So in society, everyone recognize, everyone appreciate that work. So ସେ ଯେଉଁ 10 ଜଣ ଲୋକ ବାହାରିକି 100 ଜଣଙ୍କୁ ଆଇଡେଣ୍ଟିଫାଇ କରିବେ, ଗୋଟେ ବର୍ଷ ଭିତରେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ବେସିକ୍ ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ଦେବେ, ମୋବାଇଲ ଫୋନ୍ କେମିତି ଅପରେଟ୍ କରାଯାଏ, କେମିତି ମେସେଜ କରାଯାଏ, କେମିତି ମେସେଜ ରିସିଭ୍ କରାଯାଏ, ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଶିଖେଇବେ. That is one example of society, social work. So if you do this kind of work, you will be ideal, you will be acting as a model in the society. So the functions and roles and responsibility all are same. These are highly important and broadly categorized for category. Members, roles and responsibility for members, roles and responsibility for organization, for union, for society. So you remember a few points, then you can answer elaborately. Then we'll study the recognition of trade union. How trade union is recognized. We'll take a quick break here for 5 minutes. We'll join after 5 minutes and read about recognition. Okay, thank you. We'll take 5 minutes break.